Hey Panthers, welcome to this week's Coach's Show. I'm Fletcher Newman here with our Coach Reed to discuss the wrestling team's success this weekend and what they have coming up. Thanks, Coach, for being here today. We know y'all had success this past weekend. Tell us a little bit about the regional tournament that y'all competed in.
We had the regional tournament at Frisco Independence High School. We had 8 regional places with 5 headed to the state tournament. I thought we really competed well, did a lot of good things to put ourselves in a position to get those 5 to state tournament. And we had the last 3 actually had a chance to get in as well. They ended up losing right there at the end. Santino Saunders, he got 4th at 106 pounds. Felix Saunders, he was the regional champion, 126 pounds. Wrestled really well all weekend, was pretty dominant. Jackson Carter, 145 pounds, really dominant his usual self. Seemed like he's been in Midlothian forever, dominating. He did a good job. Marshall Hodges was also a regional champ. And then we had Faith Boswick, 128 pounds. She's a state alternate. On the girls' side, we had Gavin Fisher with 6th place, Maddie Hodges, 6th place, and then we had Henry Baumgartner at 182 pounds get 6th place, and we finished 3rd overall as a team. Fought really well. Was missing one of our really good wrestlers, Caleb Tompkins. I think if he's in there, we may have a shot at being repeating as regional champs. But overall, I thought we did a good job of going out there and competing hard and getting as many as we got to the state tournament.
So now that y'all are headed to state, how do you prepare and train in practices?
Well, there's not a lot of you can do at this point. I mean, the kids are in shape. Really, it's just mental focus and keeping them fresh. We've practiced Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll practice tomorrow as well. Our practice is usually about an hour and a half, and we've cut it down to about 40 minutes. We just try to keep the kids fresh, keep their minds clear, and talk about the little things, kind of like every other sport. Come playoff time, we just talk about wrestling through every position. Every point's going to be critical. How you sleep, how you diet, how you eat, and all those kind of things come into play this week.
How do you encourage your athletes inside and outside the gym, especially with this big state tournament coming up?
Well, we always talk to them about just making good decisions, trying to hang around the right people, really just doing what they've done the last 3 or 4 years. I mean, we don't have to really tell them a lot. We have a great group of kids that understand the expectation of every time inside and outside of the mat room, how they're expected to act, and they do a good job of that.
We have a wrestler here with us today. Coach, can you tell us a little bit about him?
Marshall Hodges, he seemed like he'd been around forever too. Very strong, very competitive, works really hard. Member of the football team as well, does a good job there. I think his freshman year, sophomore year, the difference this year is I think he's in the best shape of his life. I think he's went out and wrestled the best kids he could find, and I think that's going to help him when we get down there Friday and they blow that first whistle. I expect him to be in the state final this year. I think he got a really good draw, but there's no guarantees at the state tournament. He just got to go out there and be himself and not look ahead, and I think he'll be in that state final Saturday night.
All right, now let's visit with him. Marshall, we know you're the regional champion. Tell us about how you prepared to get to that point.
It just all starts at practice, doing the right things, being focused, and, even outside wrestling practice, eating the right foods, going to bed on time, but it's mostly all it. Just main thing is being focused.
How do you approach each match blocking out all the expectations?
What I do is it's just one match at a time. Just worry about the first guy you have to wrestle and just move on with it. But like I said, just all wrestling is just being focused. That's how you win.
Other than wrestling, what other activities do you enjoy doing outside of school?
I like to eat a lot of food.
Thanks, Marshall. Coach, we know you start traveling tomorrow to the state tournament. What does this weekend look like for you?
So tomorrow, we'll have a clap out here at MHS, which I think the kids and everybody in the school really loves to do that. We'll get in, we'll travel down to Houston. We'll get there. We'll actually get to work out in the state arena. There's coaches meetings going on, and really we're just making sure the kids are on weight. We get them to bed. We wake up 5 a.m. the following morning. We just go up there and get ready to get after it. These kids have wrestled the best kids in the state all year. It's not going to be a surprise to them when they show up. It helped quite a few that went there last year, so they know what to expect. And really, just like Marshall said, focus on the guy in front of you, executing the things we talk about every day. And I expect to come home with multiple state champions Saturday night.
All right, well, that wraps up this week's edition of the Coaches Show. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks to Coach Reed Marshall Hodges for being here today. We'll have a clap out for Marshall and the rest of the wrestling team tomorrow at the end of second period. Best of luck as you travel to state tournament.
Thank you.